Uh, I'm really not looking forward to today, ladies and gentlemen. I am not. I've actually been a nervous wreck about today all week. Don't misunderstand me, I do like, Thursday because, as we all know, it's one day before Friday, which is one day before the weekend, which is always nice. And, the usual stuff that would happen on Thursday is, destined to happen. We got a new episode of Hot Ones coming out, and the guest star today is going to be Bill Burr, which I am so excited. I love Bill Burr. Not in that way, but I love his stand-up and stuff. So, yeah, it's really, I'm really excited about that. But then I remember that I'm a Cowboys fan, and we may very well have the biggest game of the season tonight. Yep, the Cowboys are playing the Saints. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this at all. I kind of already know what's going. I'm pretty sure we're not going to win this game. This is a team. The Saints are a team that have consistently proven time and time again that they are a contender for dominating the NFC, as well as a contender for going to the Super Bowl. At the same time, however, Dallas has come a long way itself, and for that, I'm really happy. But this is almost the equivalent of, like, a minor league player going to the majors after a couple of games, really good games, to me. There was a lot of controversy going around the last couple of days about, the Dallas Cowboys manager is Jerry Jones, and he made a comment saying that we gotta play the Saints like we're playing in the Super Bowl. Like, every single play absolutely has to count against these guys. And there's been some controversy saying, because, the Dallas Cowboys, even if we do win the division, we're going to be in fourth place overall, meaning that we would most likely have to play the Saints again anyway, or the Rams, or possibly the Bears if both the third place and fourth place teams won. Because no offense, Chicago Bears fans, but I'm pretty sure the Bears are going to be the third seed. No offense, I did say the Bears are going to win the division. I did say that. And I stand by it. But I guarantee that if the playoffs were to start right now, the Bears would be the third seed. That's just how it is. And I'm pretty sure it's going to consistently stay like that for the rest of the season. Unless some crazy stuff happens. But anyway, the controversy comes from the fact that, the Cowboys are only like the fourth place team. People are saying we're not capable of going to the Super Bowl. We're not worthy of saying such words. And at the same time, I agree. By all means, we're not. We're better off now than we were a year ago, technically. But it's not really, saying much. In terms of, we really should be better than what we are definitely a better team than what our record shows. I'm just really nervous, guys. I am. That's just, from what I've seen, from what I've gathered, and based on everything I've heard, the only way the Cowboys are going to win this game is both Ezekiel Elliott and Amari Cooper need to have a grand total of 250 yards plus. That's all. Don't worry, it's all together, not separate. It's all together. If we even have a chance, we have to do this. What Ezekiel Elliott does. We have to feed Zeke at least 30 times. Any less than that, we're not getting anywhere. And Amari Cooper has to have a game similar akin to what he did a week ago at Washington. If those two things come into place, then we have a chance. And again, the Dallas Cowboys are at home for this game, which is definitely a blessing, because the last thing any team wants to have to do is go into the Big Easy New Orleans, and deal with a whole lot of Saints fans. Because the New Orleans Saints Stadium is notorious for being a very loud, very team fan oriented stadium. I think I said that right. The point is, it's very difficult to play there and win. In fact, Skip Bayless actually mentioned this a while back, and I actually remember this too. There was one time when Dallas did go to New Orleans, and this is back when our defense was terrible. Like, we were good, but our defense was pathetic. If we were a video game character, we would be a glass cannon, which means fantastic offense but horrible defense. That's what it is. The point is, that game, the Saints had a grand total of 40 first downs. Not 1-4. 4-0. And no surprise there, the Saints won. Surprisingly, though, barely, because Tony Romo was actually playing pretty well. This is back when I was sort of starting to like Tony Romo again. Hey, man, hey, listen, I have some reservations about Tony Romo, but I have been able to, give credit where credit's due. That's what it is. I have been able to give credit where credit's due. And when Tony Romo was good, he was good. And it definitely showed back in 2009 when Dallas, once again led by Tony Romo, went to New Orleans when New Orleans was undefeated, and we went to New Orleans and we beat them at their house. So, then again, this is the NFL. Crazier things have happened. Do I even need to mention the miracle of Minneapolis? Because I can do that, It's still one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I know I have a friend who is a Vikings fan, and if he is watching this, he's probably like, thank you for bringing up a very good memory. Because even though the Bears are going to win the Vikings division, the Vikings are going to get the wild card for sure. I am absolutely positive they're going to get the wild card. Probably the 6th seed just because of the tie. But, well, I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Although I really got to say, though, Kirk Cousins, good fit for Minnesota. I like that. So, yeah. We got to play absolutely flawless against the Saints. I really do think we're going to give them a good game. I really, really do. We're probably the only team in the NFC East who could. Plus, and I said this yesterday too, when the Philadelphia Eagles played against the Saints, they flat out gave up against them. I mean, how else do you explain a score of 48-7? Now, I made no secret that I don't like the Eagles, so when I hear that the Eagles basically gave up 48-7, first I laugh because the Eagles lost. But then I'm like, oh. I mean, I may not like the Eagles, but they have shown to be plenty competent at times. And they flat out gave up against the Saints. What does that say about us? So, yeah. My point is, if we do better than 48-7, I will be happy. I mean, I'm still going to feel bad that we lost, but I'm still going to be happy. I'm just so nervous, guys. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm so scared. I mean, I hate feeling this way, especially on a Thursday, because the weekend's like right around the corner. I don't want to go into the weekend with hearing the sad news that the Cowboys got completely trounced down at home. I don't want to hear that. I never want to hear that. Oh, boy. Skip Bayless, help me. Yeah, Skip Bayless is one of the two guys on Undisputed, and he's a Cowboys fan like me. And like me, he also hates the Philadelphia Eagles. And what can I say? You Philadelphia Eagles fans booed Santa. Yeah, they booed Santa Claus. I would never do that to dear old Santa. Santa's awesome. He gives me toys every year. Yes, I do believe in Santa. But, hey, You know, it's Santa Claus. Santa Claus is awesome. You know, if there's one thing the Imagination Land trilogy of South Park taught me to do, is that to believe in Santa. And I think I just came up with the title for today's video. So, yeah. That's all my thoughts about what's going on for the game tonight. And now I just completely forgot that I forgot to say Happy Thursday, everybody. There, I said it now. Now we're all good. Yeah, today's Thursday. Again, weekend's coming up. Super duper excited. Still unsure. Oh, excuse me. If I'm going to be running the Selfless Elf on Saturday. I mean, I guess I'll play it by ear. Maybe, I don't know. It's definitely going to be a different experience for me. Well, not entirely different because, actually, you know what? That does remind me. Back when I was at Trinity Poly, I didn't have to do that stuff at all. Don't worry, this isn't a TP Tales, I swear. But I mentioned a while back that classes were, on Saturdays, which is exactly as lame as it sounds. Even though they were half days, school on Saturday is still pretty lame. My point is, you're probably wondering, well, what did you have to do in terms of sports? Well, unless it was one of those types of sports where you absolutely need to leave early and be exempt from classes, sports events that occurred on Saturday happened Saturday afternoon. So, cross-country races, soccer games, football, basketball, all the home games had to take place in the afternoon. I forget exactly what I did in terms of, did I even eat anything? I don't know. For me, it's always been like, if I always function athletically better on an empty stomach. I actually learned that. I figured it out during cross-country and Trinity Poly when, okay, so, some people gotta have lunch, and that's fine. But if I'm running cross-country, and I see that, because one thing that Trinity Poly always had was you could always have, cereal for, lunch or whatever, which, milk, cereal, vitamins, minerals, some carbohydrates, that's pretty good, right? That was always a better option compared to stuff like, seriously, one time for lunch they had sausage, peppers, and onions. Let's see, sausage, peppers, and onions before running cross-country, which involves a lot of running, or milk and cereal, which, does have dairy, but there's also calcium, vitamins, minerals, some carbohydrates. What would you guys do? I had to pick the lesser of the evils. Eventually, I just got in my head that honestly I'm better off just not eating anything and hoping for the best. And, funny enough, it actually worked out that way. Yeah. Now I don't eat a thing until I work out, because I want to make sure I leave, no doubt, no room for error, or nothing. I know it's not really the smartest thing to do, and if I do the Selfless Elf, maybe I'll have something to eat, but it ain't gonna be much. But then again, I'm the kind of guy where, anything more than a Tic Tac, and I'm just gonna, cramp up, especially in my chest. Oh, I hate chest cramps. I hate chest cramps so much. I do. They keep you from breathing, they impede your performance, all that stuff. Anyway, I should probably stop talking right now before I send a possibly wrong message. Anyway, favorite, share, and hit that subscribe button. I could really use the support on YouTube. Follow me on the social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I'm going to be chilling. Get ready to watch Bill Burr on Hot Ones. I'm going to do that. And also mentally prepare for the possible anguish that may be tonight, unless the Dallas Cowboys play completely lights out. And as always, I'm very humbled I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I'm hopeful we all have a wonderful Thursday. And remember, if any of you guys ever want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear, and I'll always have your back. Take care, everybody.